Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Nathan's 3D Factory. In this episode I'm going to show you how to do the screw modifier. That's right, and it's not just going to be making some screws or anything. No, this is not how we do that with that, right? So the screw modifier, what it does is it basically makes kind of like threads for a screw, so to speak. So this isn't just for screws, but like spirals and things like that. You can make springs with it. You can do all types of things, right? So right now I'm in my default scene, and so I have my default cube, and I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to add a plane. Okay, now I'm going to go into there, and I'm just going to move things around. I'm going to do the G, X, and I'll do 5, right? Okay, and so I'm also going to rotate this on the x-axis 90 degrees. There we go. And then I'm going to tab out of edit mode. And then I'm going to add a screw modifier. And right off the bat, you can see right here, by default, it does this polar array, right? So as you come over here, you'll see that you have these parameters right here. I'm not going to focus on the really complex ones, but I'm going to focus on these ones that are the basics you'll need to know. So we have a 360 degree right here. If we change that to 90, it's just going to go from here at the start point all the way over to here. Now, one thing to note on these is that these are for a profile for a mesh. Otherwise, they get like these overlaps that are really crazy. So I really suggest that you do just a profile on these, right? You can change your axes on these. So it does that instead. So, but we'll stay in the Z-axis for this, okay? Now you can also change things like where your screw offsets. So right now we have it 0. If we change that to 1, then you'll see that it goes up 1 grid point right there, right? Change it to 2. You get the idea, right? Now we also have iterations. Let's change this back to 360, just to show you what we're talking about here. Okay, so right now we have 1 iteration. And so it's going to take one 360 degree rotation on this, because that's what we spelled out. Now, if we change this to 2, then it goes up to a second iteration there. Okay. So now, just to give a better idea of just how this works with this, let's add some subdivisions to this here. Okay, right here you can see that we have like this intermediate thing right here, right? That's why I say GX. We're going to send this out to like 1 better. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get rid of this edge right here, and now you can see we have this object like this. Okay. Now, if I want to change this here, I can say I want 4 instead. So now each iteration is going to go up 4 for that. We'll use that and give you kind of an idea on what we can do if we were to change this angle right here, right? So remember, we were saying a 360. We're going to keep it just where we have those even iterations. If you change that to, say, 90, then it changes right there. You have your 4 iterations of your 2 units up, but instead what happens is that it takes it over so that it only gets to 180 right here, right? That's that 2 iterations, I should say, not the 4 iterations. If we were to change it to 4, then that comes up. It goes 4 times the height because of the 4 iterations, and 4 times 90, 360 ends up getting you where you need to be. So, generally I like to keep this at 360 if I'm doing this. And then you still get your 4 iterations but you also get more of that spiraling around, right? So that's basically how you do the screw modifier. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful and that you learned something new on what you can do with profiles and everything, and also that you learned how to do like coils, springs, screws, whatever the case may be. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.